Fala, cambada de player, boa não, James aqui. Bora continuar nossa gameplay de STARFIELD. Seguinte, galera, vocês podem ver que eu tô numa nave diferente aqui, a vida tá meio baixa. E seguinte, vim atrás do maluco lá que o banco pediu, vim caçar ele. O maluco ficou pé da vida comigo, começou a atirar em mim e eu tive que matar ele. O banco vai achar ruim? Vai. Vai fazer o quê? Dá pra ainda colocar essa nave? Dá, só que não quero arriscar. Tem uma outra menorzinha ali. Mas eu consigo passar meio que na surdina aqui. Sempre que a mira ficou vermelha. Mate da tripulação ou saia da nave? Vai, sai daqui. Esconde.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting day, Captain. I will happily carry whatever you
Carga é
need.
necessário com prazer. Ah, que da hora. Cartuchos laser. Tá. Alcance 24, ó. Tá melhor, hein?
Goodbye, Captain.
Deixa eu ver uma outra coisa aqui. Frontilha. Compartimento de carga. Tem uma porrada de coisa aqui. Um monte de tranqueira que eu peguei.
Yes, your immaculateness. What can I do for you?
It's very rude of the universe. Not welcome you with fireworks when you arrive in space. At a bare minimum, a shooting star.
Essa cena é muito legal.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
James Luther Jameson. Caramba, já tô aqui? Tá não, mas pera aí. Gente, cadê a... Tem coisas a serem feitas aqui, calma. Ei.
Over-rehearse, it'll sound canned. Got to keep punch.
Good luck out
Maluco
there.
da missão.
I mean, my favorite credit analyst is back. So Dieter's estate has already settled our claim, and Gal Bank scores another victory. I'm guessing, well, hoping that he didn't give you an option. But either way, Bank's thrilled with this new initiative.
Tá bom.
Well, not a surprise. And you know, if you keep working with us, it's probably going to happen again. Hopefully that doesn't scare you off. Listen, I'm really feeling this working together, aren't you? So if you want another delinquent, let me know. We'll keep this going. But here is your well-deserved finder's fee.
2.000. $2.000, galera. Melhor do que andar, né? Galera, o jogo no SSD faz toda a diferença, viu? Um cochilinho. Acorde, Sarah.
Whenever you're up for it, we have work to do.
Pronto,
We're
bora lá.
going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. Felt the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Tá. É.
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Muito bom.
We'll need to head to Mast.
Bora.
Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Entendido.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Bora. Ah, pera aí, Sarah. 2 palitos. Caramba, por que eu peguei nisso? Não. Peguei o treco certo? Não peguei nada certo. Onde é que eu consigo kits médicos? Ah, tá me seguindo, viu? Você segue mesmo, Sarah? Você passa em qualquer canto? Passa. Isso aí. um pouquinho da vida aqui.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Opa, claro.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted.
Beleza.
Only those on official United Colonies business can access the building.
Qual bagulho? Daqui
The process starts with registration down in the orientation hall. Or did you have a question? Sure thing. What do you want to know? Just hop into the elevator. You want the button for Vanguard Orientation Hall. Register yourself at the terminals in the lobby, and the exam system will get you to where you need to go.
Beleza. Sala de orientação da vanguarda. Vamos ler. Muito bom. Concordo.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall. Continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet.
Ah, descobri o que aconteceu com a Terra.
Was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire...
A Terra.
Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
Caramba, evacuamos o planeta, galera. Que foda.
From their Proclamation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Maroon, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
100 anos. 100 anos, na verdade.
The result of the Centaurus Proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
Os trajes, que da hora. Guerra de Narion. Caramba, que doideira.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
Really?
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC Xeno-weapons.
Oxe, não, armas, que da hora.
It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
Caramba.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war.
There were times I felt.
But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation.
Valeu.
Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
Eita. Nossa, olha os mecha, que da hora.
I can't stop staring at it. A real terramorph.
Cara,
I
não tava
bring
esse
her
bicho,
here
cara.
almost every day to stare at this thing.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded
Isso me
history.
lembrou aquele filme.
Valiant efforts by the UC
90,
military
2000.
slowed the onslaught, but the
Tropas
creatures
Estelares.
proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
É tenso, viu? Caraca, doido.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Esse for uma gastronomia, beleza. Tranquilo, fera. Ó, que da hora, galera. Pô, que museu foda que eles fizeram.
An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains,
Pô, isso é muito
regardless of
Tropas
origin,
Estelares,
the
cara.
Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. Citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship.
Aí, ó.
But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Da hora.
piloting simulation chamber.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
O bar. Putz, que... É que não dá não, galera. Sara? Vai, mas... Em cima.
Displays in the orientation hall are all optional, but encouraged if you're not all that familiar with UC history.
If you don't have official business, we ask you to remain locked.
I'm listening. Bye for now.
A estação norte, beleza. Quem vai pra onde? Ó, o distrito residencial a gente não foi, hein? Pra só dar uma olhadinha, porque a gente volta. Galera, quem quiser informação é ali.
Last stop, Apollo. My favorite. And we can afford it. Mercury is much cheaper.
Got the mortgage approval signed and ready with gold.
So many of the floor plans are
Apollo's got the best view of the city. And it's closer to us. Like by 30
Need something but don't have a lot of time? That's why I'm here. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, sure thing. Take a look.
Vai, alface, antibiótico, aveia, bacon, batata.
Have a good one.
Mercadinho, da hora, galera. Uma nega. Ah não, a Sara nada também, ela. Todo perdidona.
Something wrong with the exam? Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Nope.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Time to go?
Yes? You needed something?
Flown across most of the separate
É, galera, essa
systems in all
gameplay
kinds of
ficando por aqui.
spacecraft.
Próximo episódio a gente chegando no sistema solar. Então, se inscreva no canal, dê aquele joinha maroto pra ajudar a gente aí. Valeu, falou e fui!
I've always liked that